Hey everybody, this is Sean. Welcome back to our channel. Please help us out by pressing the thumbs up button, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I appreciate the dialogue. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your support. So in today's video, I want to discuss the market for also the need for executive protection training schools, especially in California and elsewhere. And I have some solutions. I'm conducting a market analysis for a third vendor, and hopefully we can bring them out to California. If you're chiming in from another state, we previously had people from other states flying into some of our trainings. So this is a video that I would definitely watch all the way to the end. If you own executive protection training company or you want to start one in the state of California, make sure you guys pick up a copy of my book on Amazon. It's called The Private Patrol Operator, and I will leave a link in the description box below. And I will also leave my email address if anybody wants to reach out to me. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns as it relates to today's video. So what is the market like? Guys, there's almost no executive protection training schools out there in the United States and in other states. Good schools are hard to come by. There's a couple in Florida, but all the ones that I've been seeing, they range from maybe about $15,000 all the way up to $39,000. I know that there's a couple of schools in California, and they have a lot of good reviews, and they're done by some good train companies. So for example, Gavin D. Becker has a school, and Pacific West Academy, I believe, has a school. Somebody told me that Gavin D. Becker's school moved to Texas, so that would make it just one school. There are some spot schools here and there in California and elsewhere, and what we find generally is that a lot of these schools, they offer the big package, meaning they offer guard card, they offer the BSIS firearm permit, they offer CPR first aid, taser certifications, and a whole list of other certifications that does expand the program to even almost 2 months, maybe even a month. But it does expand the program. And why do you expand the program? Well, a lot of these schools, even outside the state of California, there's some type of Department of Veterans Affairs benefits. Also, some schools are certified by a Bureau of Post-Secondary Education. It just depends on the state that you're in. And whenever a training entity has certification from the state to collect money from the VA or from maybe workers' comp, maybe from where else? Maybe unemployment. You're looking at an easy $10,000 for that organization, and that organization has to justify that cost. So what they end up doing is they push out the classes to maybe 2 months long or month long. I've seen is the executive protection schools out there, they're only like once a year or once every couple of years. I know that the California Department of Justice created a 1-week academy in Sacramento. I wanted to attend it. I couldn't, but that's only for law enforcement. That's only for law enforcement. So I know that there's a lot of people in private security that would like to attend these classes, but they can't because they don't have those law enforcement certifications. So a vendor reached out to me, and I'm actually making these suggestions to them. They want to come out and they want to offer maybe either a 3-day class or a 5-day class or maybe longer. I am most likely trying to get it California post certified because law enforcement resources are being used. The market that I'm pushing forward to right now at this point in time, it's going to be law enforcement. I know a lot of people get upset and they say, Sean, you're only helping out law enforcement. That is not true. That's absolutely not true. We invited you guys to courses where I restricted law enforcement from the classes. They were the CQB active shooter courses that were put on by Global Veterans at that point in time. Randy Nunez ran those classes under Global Veterans. He's now under Citywide Protection Services, which, by the way, offers it's going to be offering a whole array of courses. But I invited you guys to these classes. They sold out, but the waiting list wasn't It wasn't double. And then after we uploaded the content, then we started getting more inquiries. A lot of people don't understand the caliber of some of these instructors. It's kind of sad, and I'm not fear mongering out there. But even this executive protection courses, we're obviously selecting vendors who have been there and done that and have worked in hostile countries, executive protection. I'm not going to go through the instructor cadre, but it's a class that you should attend. Like, out of my own pocket, I don't mind spending $1,500 to $2,000. I don't have the money though, but I would like to. And I talked to those in the inner circle, and they already know that we put on good courses. We certainly put on good courses by good instructors. You guys seen me upload some videos where we're doing some type of tactical training, firearms training. My number one guy every single time is Randy Nunez, currently employed with Citywide Protection Services. He's always on these videos showing you guys tactics at a higher level. And those who really understand the significance of the training and the quality of training, they're constantly trying to sign up for different courses. But if you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't know, you might just compare the different cost of different courses, right? So anyhow, if this class becomes post-certified, and by the way, so far I have a 100% success rate for getting courses post-certified. I got 14 certified so far. But if it does become post-certified, there is a tuition limit. It's going to most likely be somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000 for, I think that would be for like a 5-day class. I don't know how much for a 3-day class, but post does provide a limit. If this ends up not being a post-certified class, then the tuition it's going to probably be more than $1,500 to $2,000. It's going to be way more than that, but I don't set the limits. All I do is host these classes. You guys might be asking me, what do I get in exchange for these classes? Well, I get to attend. I get to learn from the best that are out there. So for me, training is the currency. It's kind of like a currency, right? That's the greatest thing ever. I mean, knowledge is power. If I can get trained, I'm satisfied, because I always spend my own money out there training with good people. So if you are interested, this is going to be in California for sure. Send me an email to ssundal@crimebullet.com. I will leave a link in the description box below. And just lay down your credentials real quick. What are you? Do you any law enforcement experience, military experience, private security experience, executive protection experience? How many years? Just a 3-sentence rundown on your experiences. There will most likely be some type of a background check. We're not letting anybody who just wants to sign up. But those who we talk to on a daily basis or a weekly basis or monthly basis, when there are gaps in these classes, you're most likely going to attend, because you've shown a track record of being safe, being interested, and being open to different ideas. If you guys are in New York or Florida, you probably want to fly to these courses. And I'm not going to lay down the pedigree of any of the instructors. I want you guys, and this is something that I learned from Randy Nunez, is I want you guys to attend the course because of the potential of knowledge transfer, because of what you're going to learn. However, don't attend these classes if you're just going for the pedigree of the instructors. And that's a lifelong lesson that I will never forget, that Randy taught me. You don't want to just attend the classes for a pedigree. Like, when you attend his classes, he tells you to get out. If you're just there for his pedigree, just get out of the class. So that's what we have. I think that this is going to be a really good class. We're breaking ground in California. Whether some people want to believe it or not, we are creating a huge network of professionals. A lot of people are, because of you guys, they're chiming into the channel. They like the audience, and they like some of the input that we're putting out there. So I'm trying my hardest to make a lot of these classes accessible to you guys. Also, I would envision that in this class, the training organization, the training entity, gets to the point of things. And that's why it's only going to be somewhere between 3 or 5 days, because it's to the point. Not going to be talking about too much about California law, but strictly to the point. Now, if you're lacking in hard skills, meaning you're lacking with your pistol fundamentals, your marksmanship abilities, if that's lacking and there's serious gaps in training, this class might not be for you. Now, I don't know if they're going to do a firearms portion or not. If it's 3-day class, that they won't. They will do a hard skills block. I think if it's 5 days, but I'm not totally sure. But if that is lacking, you probably want to take some more fundamental pistol classes, maybe fundamental rifle classes before you get into a class. Reason why this class in the beginning is going to be marketed towards law enforcement in the beginning is a lot of times law enforcement officers, agents, they have the hard skills. Not all of them. I mean, I would say maybe 10% of them, right? And we would hope that 10% of that group would be coming to class already with some of the hard skills. So that's all I got. If you guys are interested in this class, let me know. I'm just doing a market survey right now. If we can't get enough students, we won't, we can't give the class, because we're flying in people possibly from Virginia, Florida, Texas to teach this class. I mean, these people are coming from a long way, and I don't want to disappoint them with not having the class full or interested people. Obviously, if the class isn't full, they're not going to show up. Now, also, if you own a security company and you want your people trained in this 3 or 5 day dignitary security course, executive protection course, we can also provide training arrangements. So please send me email for that as well. That's all I got. If you guys have any questions, concerns, let me know. Check out the description box below. Don't forget to pick up my book called The Private Patrol Operator, 3rd edition, 2025 edition. Take care, guys. I'm out.